real that there was nowhere else to go but with God.
What was the activation moment of trauma for you?
I think there was several things. I think that the first was being left with a babysitter that was a woman that was older than me. I mean, that was older, and her, you know, touching and doing things to me that don't normally happen to kids,
Like
right?
molesting.
Right, basically.
Yeah.
So I was introduced to sex at a very
Really
young age.
young.
Yeah. Second thing was that I had this.
What's going on, guys? So this video is going to be in response to the Jeezy topic right here that I just showed you guys. Um, this situation, I want you to think about this. He just showed you that he was told you that he was molested by his babysitter. So here he is, 8 years old. He's about to have experience when it comes to dealing with women when he becomes 10, 11, 12, that the other females that are in his class or that he's in school with know nothing about. So a lot of times, you got to make sure you watch who your daughters are dating. We are past the days of, oh, they're just having fun. You gotta let your daughter find out for herself. No, them days are done. See, back when the fathers used to be involved, the families used to be involved. What happened was the 90s, the 80s and 90s came, early 2000s, and we started letting, let your daughters let them have some freedom, let them have some privacy. And how's that worked out? Single parenthood is through the roof. You got so many women who are traumatized by the time they're in their, sexually traumatized by the time they're in their mid 20s. They not even ready to marry anymore because a lot of them have been so damaged that by the time they in their late 20s, early 30s, I don't trust no man. Off of what happened to them in their late, I can't even call it, the preteen age, teenager age. This is what happened. I told you guys in a later video when this girl used to be crazy over me. I used to see her at the skating ring when I was about 12. Used to be crazy over me. And I remember she was a year younger than me. So when I was in middle school, I became an 8th grader. She became a 7th grader. And I remember like the first day of school, she like came up, hugged me, arms around my neck, like just happy. Bro, before like even like Thanksgiving holidays, Christmas holidays, bro, she was already getting turned out by like guys that I like, basically the kind of guy that Jeezy was saying. I'm not saying it's trying to talk down on him, but most of the time, 9.9 out of 10 times, these boys that are sexually advanced for a 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 year old, a lot of these boys were molested young. That's how they get the confidence and the knowledge to know what buttons to press, know how to handle a young girl like that young. That's why, I mean, I remember there was a picture that they put up making fun of the young girl about her. I mean, it was really sad, but it was a picture of her doing a sexual act. We're 12 and 13 years old. This was back then when I was 12, 13. I can only imagine what it's like now. So again, this is why it's very important to watch your daughters. Be careful with how you let these girls go out, because he just told you he was molested at 8. So he had sexual knowledge going in at 10, 11, 12. I mean, I remember being in the 5th grade and a girl that I liked had already told me she'd already had sex. Okay? I remember the first time I was in the 7th grade. finally got in middle school, and I mean, that's not middle school, junior high school. And I remember I started seeing this guy. He was just, I never saw a kid grab a girl's butt. I've never seen that before. I mean, just the confidence. Stop. Where do you think he got that from? You think he just woke up one day and just said, this is what I'm going to do? No. Somebody gave him that information. Somebody passed that off to him. He's already been sexually exploited as a young man. So now